Happy holidays, happy Hanukkah, happy almost Kwanzaa. Of course, also Merry Christmas, y'all. Can you believe we are 9 days away from Christmas? And who wants to cook this year? Nobody. That's why I've got some of the best local food on this show. I've been so excited when we planned this show. It was like not only the food and the amazing things that you can literally have at your house tonight or by Christmas Day or after Christmas, but just going inside the minds of local restaurant owners right now. Y'all, I'm so honored to have you. My name is Mia Mance, owner of Mia Talks. You can watch all these past episodes with phenomenal guests at www.miatalks.com. I cannot say thank you to each of you enough for joining this conversation today. You can already hit the comments with all of your questions for Chef Taylor Washington of Two Chefs, a Southern Kitchen, as well as my sponsor. She's made it fresh off the dock, fresh off of a busy work day, the one and only Kizzy Pinkston. Kizzy, I'm so excited to have fresh off the dock seafood delivery service. And also you guys do holiday catering and more. You do a seafood Sunday every single Sunday. Welcome, Kizzy.
Yeah.
Hi. So I'm going to put you in a little bit of a solo layout. I know you're like, Mia, you're going to put me on camera and have me do all this stuff, but I want you to talk about your family's business, Fresh Off the Dock Seafood Delivery Service, so people know you're a Savannah native, born and raised, you've been building businesses, and how they can work with your company.
Okay. So, the first question.
Yep, go ahead.
Okay, the first question is, we are Fresh Off the Dock, and I've been in business with the seafood business now for 5 years. We started out in Waycross, and now we have branched 1, 2, and 3 locations from Waycross, Georgia, Savannah, Georgia, and now in the Hilton Head, Bluffton, South Carolina area. We have 2 headquarters. One is 37th Street, Savannah, Georgia, and then the other headquarters is 15 Marston Road that we only do out on Sunday. We do a mobile service from Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Normally, Thursday's kind of slow due to, it just be like that. We pick up a lot of business on Friday and Saturday, and I just started the seafood Sundays from 2 to 6 because it's social distance. It's nice. A lot of people like to go to church or sleep in and then take a little, afternoon ride. And we have a pop-up delivery, or and you come out and you just place your order. We're doing a lot of. I'm surprised it's a fresh seafood business, but over in South Carolina, they want a lot of fried and cooked, and that's good. And they like fried fish, and they have the Gullah twist. So I have staff that's Gullah, and then I also have the South Carolina. So we have a twist with everything, but that's basically how it is. And we specialize in everything is fresh. Okay, so we specialize in our shrimp, our crab meat, our oysters, our fish, conch, live blue crabs, cooked, anything, scallops, snow crab.
I'm just hungry as you talk. I'm just going to sit here and get hungry.
Shrimp salad, low country ball, devil crab. I only stick to the seafood twist. I don't do soul food. So when it comes to soul food, then I tell people about this lady here because I think she do a lot of good food, soul food cooking, and I can pass her name, but we do not do any soul food. We only stick to seafood and the catering, like seafood dressing. Christmas holidays, we only stick to the seafood. And I like to pre-order. So a lot of my customers, I already know they're going to call me 48 hours prior, put their order in, prepay, and we cook, we deliver that day. Sometimes they come and pick up. So it's fun, and I like it because I'm a tomboy, so I get real dirty. Because, during the main week, I'm a nurse, and so I just like crabbing. I just love it. I've been a tomboy all my life. Grandparents raised me, and I just love to do what I can do. And I'm learning something every week. We got some good stuff coming up, and we did it. Just like this Seafood Sunday, we're going to do conch stew. And we made the conch stew, and this is it. And
oh, we're getting a live. Did you not bring some to share with the entire audience? Wait a minute, Taylor. Do you see?
And I can have it delivered to you by tomorrow or something.
Exactly. If you call 843-304-2055.
Yeah, I'm talking about this conch stew is so good. We got the Bohemian white conch, and then we got the black conch. So we have a twist. We have two different conchs in our.
I didn't even know that there were two different types of conch.
It is.
Yes, it is. So that's basically what it is. And I mean, like today it's rainy. The weather is bad. It's nasty. And everybody want either a bowl of hot, stew or gumbo or chili. And we having conch stew for dinner. And it's really good because Joe cooked it, and he's a good top chef.
Can you talk about too, because you and Joe, you guys are going to do some pop-up food experiences so people can see y'all. Do you have the places you're going to be with your food? So I know Sunday for sure, 15 Marshland Road on Hilton Head Island, and you're also doing a pop-up too.
Yes. Okay. Yes. Okay. On Sundays we do our 2 to 6 pop-up. That's the way our location at the restaurant, everything. So you come up there, and there's other vendors too that's out there that we are sharing the wealth and everybody working together. So we do that on Sundays, and then also Thursday I'm on a board with the chamber. So on Thursday, Hilton Head, we're going to be in Bluffton at Joe's ice cream parlor. And we'll be up there, and it'll be a lot of different vendors, and all these people. I love it because they all are small business people. We all working together, and we'll be up there. And I just basically be doing a lot of footwork, and you get your card, or you can cater. So we'll be doing that. It's a holiday market, a lot of different shopping and everything going, and it'll be real nice because it's Old Town Bluffton, and we're bringing a lot of new stuff to the town. And I'm just excited. So,
and that's this Thursday afternoon, right? From 4, is it 4 until 6? 4
yes, this Thursday, 2 to 5.
2 to 5, I'm sorry. Got it.
Yes, 2 to 5. And I have it, post on my Facebook page, my personal page, and my business page. So you'll see that advertising. And it's real nice, everything. So right now, until the holidays die out, our main goal is just basically we're doing that on Thursday, and then we're going to continue every Sunday. And after Christmas and everything, then we'll start in the new year. We're going to start building our bridge to go to different states and different cities, and we'll be doing pop-ups on, like we got our first pop-up in Statesboro, but that won't be until after the holidays because I believe in family and time, and I have wonderful staff, and some of them live out of town, so they're going to go away, and we're going to be real short of staff, so we want to be real careful about a big rush, and we don't have, you can get the customers, but when you can't have the help out there, it can be a disaster, so that's what we're doing, and we'll talk more about it.
You're hiring, and I want to make sure we mention that. So for people who are watching, and we've talked about the delivery aspect and the pop-up site, 843-304-2055, you're also staffing up. So people can also use that same number, right, Kizzy, to talk to you from management to just team people, correct?
Correct. And we are hiring for cooks and cashiers. We starting out at $13 an hour. And it depends on your experience, it can go up. So we are hiring team leaders and everything. And so we did a couple of interviews, but God haven't gave me that right person yet. So we have a small crew, so we're good until we branch out and get some more hiring in. And I
And
think
if you're watching this, yeah, share the information. So if you know someone that's on the island or someone that's on the Savannah side and they're looking for a job, and you can connect to Kissy. And like she said, they're pretty busy. They've got all types of things going on when it comes to business. You guys just came off of doing a give back here in Savannah, which, as I said off the air before I brought you and Chef Taylor on, Y'all's heart for the community is so huge. Do you have anything that we need to get out there in terms of, I know you partnered with Latasha Barnes last time, anything that we need to know in terms of what's coming up for Christmas or things that y'all are doing?
Well, right now, the only thing that we're doing, as like we say, 9 days away from Christmas, we're gonna do we got our every seafood, every Sunday seafood to the six. We're gonna keep that smooth because I believe in moving smooth and steady. And then we're not doing any more give backs and give. We're finished with all that for the Christmas season.
Okay.
I have a 7-year-old daughter, so I need to do a little bit of
With
work.
her.
And
Yeah.
hang out. So starting Christmas Eve, I'll be off and still, but I'll be working from home. And then the first of the year, then we'll come back out with a bang, and we'll talk more about it because we got a lot of surprises coming in. We're booming. It's real nice for us, and I'm all about the reason why God has blessed me so much because I believe in giving back and sharing the wealth. And I just walk out in faith, and that's all I've been doing. And even doing COVID and everything, I just said, Lord, I just thank you every day because I kept a job, you know. And a lot of people don't have a job. That's why I want to help, and see what we can do to offer them help and take care of them. And we do have our Christmas stockings for our seniors, but that's the people who we already take care of, and we're going to give them Christmas gifts. So that'll be on Hilton Head in Savannah. We'll be doing that. But pretty much it's just that first big old give back that I was a part of with Latasha this year. That was overwhelming. So I was just coming up, and I want to network with a lot of phenomenal business women and men.
I feel like you and Taylor are going to do a lot of working together in 2021. I'm just going to speak that into life.
Well, I'm working with Latasha. She was really fun. They all was fun. I mean, I'm like, if you don't like Kissy, you just crazy.
Before I get ready to turn it over to Taylor for a little bit.
Okay.
You both are local restaurant owners. Can you talk about what it means when someone makes that decision to order right now from fresh off the dock, how much that helps every single part of your life?
Well, when someone makes an order with fresh off the dock, it actually literally, I'm like, we have to do our best to keep them happy. And I'm just a nurturer, taking care of people. So I just believe in just giving a lot of good work. Customer service is very important. Time and customer service and good cooking. And I mean, hey, if you've been in the kitchen with your grandparents, I mean, who don't know how to cook?
A lot of people don't know how to cook in 2020. You'll be surprised.
I know, and I'm like, it's bad, but I talk to them, and when I have my time and our downtime, I go around and I greet the customers and I call them. I even much call them and say, hey, how you doing today? I'm just checking on you. Everything okay? So I just, and any other things, and I always, if I have a customer that is always doing business with us, I believe in trying to find a way to do business with them. You have to give. It's not all about the light on us. You got to give back too. So, and that's just what it is. And I just love. And then sometimes you mess up and you got to fix it and give them we messed up a crab order. So the lady came and I was like, well, can I do she was like, no, I say, well, I tell you what, I'm going to give you some more crabs, a fried fish, and you can place your order. And I'm like, who give away seafood? So that's love, right?
But that's exactly why I'm so thankful that there's a space where I can share the work that you ladies bring to life every single day, and the magic and the purity of heart behind all of it. So Kissy, I'm gonna keep you on, and I got to make sure that I shout out my other amazing team, the David Pence Allstate Insurance team. They are absolutely, if it comes to insurance coverages, insurance checkups, you're getting a new vehicle or a new home and you need to have your coverages looked at, 912-961-9617, voted the best of the coastal empire. And they are here to take care of you. Obviously, with more people on the roads, more accidents happen. So just make sure that you have the best in insurance coverage with David and Angela and Tammy. And on behalf of them, happy holidays to you. So Taylor, Chef Washington, I am going to go ahead and get your banner up here because you're the one and only, not one and only, two chefs, because your restaurant is Two Chefs Southern Kitchen.
Yes.
You're one half of the dynamic duo. You and your husband, Curtis Washington, are the founders of Two Chefs Southern Kitchen. So take us behind the dream before we go into the dream that you're building right now, please, Taylor.
Well, me and my husband, we have been together for 29 years. We have 11 children with 10 living. I was raised by my grandmother. Cooking has never really been a passion for me, but being in the household with her and going shopping for her, and I was interested in, her recipes, her little secret stuff, because she didn't share that with many people. But when my grandmother got ill, I didn't have no choice but to cook and to learn. And she was still here to teach me and show me ways that she did things. And at that moment, that's when it became a part of me. It seemed like I took on her because that's what she did. My grandmother catered for churches and the community. People used to come by the house and get something to eat. My grandmother was known for feeding everyone. So it seemed like a part of her just became a part of me. It was her dream to always own a restaurant on MLK. And unfortunately, she wasn't able to fulfill that dream due to finances and, not having the support. But with that being said, in 1997 is when I started tailor-made catering. I used to cater as well. I used to do church. I used to do anniversary weddings. I did it all. But then I also realized my limitations. And my husband, he was a part, but was doing masonry. He had his own masonry company at the time as well. But he wasn't in with me with the catering. He assists. But I realized limitations, and I was like, okay, I gotta go back to school. And I didn't go right away. Trials and tribulations came, and where that me and my family became homeless and transitioned from losing our home to living in a hotel, and then we found a place, and we moved in, and then I was like, okay, I got to do something, because before all of that happened, I had the catering, and then I was doing my courier. I had my own courier business as well, where I contracted Bank of America, and that contract ended. So that's where the shift came in, and it wasn't a good one. But with that being said, I was in my room one day, and I was like, okay, I got to do something different, something got to change. And I was like, I just need an answer. And then I saw the sign on the a commercial with Virginia College came up, and it was talking about the culinary program. And I was like, okay, I'm going to check them out. So I called, and they told me that they were starting the summer enrollment. And me and my husband at the time, we signed up together. And we aced it. I mean, we held 4.0 the whole term. We was in the newspaper for scholarship with tourism leadership. We did a lot of things in that year, 2015, and recognition. In 2015, we opened our restaurant on Bay Street, and I'm from a very, very hard place. But God is so good because He sent help. You know, people started coming by, just giving us things, assisting with maybe just painting or nailing, you know, because my husband do the construction part, but just donating the stuff that we needed to get things done. And then my husband had got another contract, so that kind of like took us out of the, you know, the hole to finish up the process. Unfortunately, that location didn't last long, due to some uh, communication with the landlord. He reneged on his agreement, and unfortunately, I didn't get it in black and white. Well, we searched, and we ended up here. And I love it here. I'm glad I'm here because number one, it fulfills the dream that my grandmother always wanted, and that was to be on MLK. And I'm here on MLK Boulevard, and I'm honored for that. Now, me and my husband, we are a team. We work together. We get in here, we do what we need to do. No, it's not always peaches and creams. We do have challenges. I'm pretty sure every husband and wife does. I will not sit here and say that we don't because that'll be a lie. But we get in here and we put our heads together. And with that being said, you know, it's been me and him for a while. We hire help, but you know, some of them just didn't meet our expectations. And I'm just glad to say that we finally got someone on board. His name is Chef Ish. And he meets a lot of our criteria. He fill in and we'll be able to get a break. Um, but I could take a break, or my husband could take a break, or both of us could take a break. I mean, this young man, he's awesome. He's good at what he do. And just to have him a part of our team is like, wow. And it's just an honor. So with all that being said, I hope I didn't miss anything, but
No, you blessed us all. Chef Taylor. You should have seen Kissy and I off camera. We were like, just wow. You know,
amazing story.
wow. A book coming soon.
Yeah. What is so great, what is so good about you and I have a similar life story. Grandparents.
Yeah.
And when it's just something about those grandparents when they raise you and nurture you, and you hear and you see the struggle. Because my grandmother and grandfather, I saw the struggle. They raised 7 grandkids. So then when grandpa died, it was like I was the second oldest, and my brother's in a wheelchair. So I became the nurturer, and I had to get out there to help take care of my little siblings. And I just used to see. I said, my grandmother's 70 years old. I don't want her working, going out there like that. And you just like that, and that just makes you go. And that's all it is. It's just living in God, being simple, and moving to the I said, moving to the land, the light, so that you can leave wealth for your children. Now, what they do with it, that's on them. But you're working
that's absolutely
hard
correct.
for it.
Yes. And my grandmother, you know, she was a native of Pinpoint.
wow.
I haven't really talked much about it because COVID hit, and then I had some challenges at the beginning of the year where I lost my baby. But we're now starting to
I'm very sorry, by the way, because I heard you when you said mom of 11, but obviously one that's in heaven, and to honor that as well, because there are a lot of women who are watching who are running businesses, and they're dealing with loss, and they're dealing with how to still show up to their family and their business. So I thank you for being willing to share that too, Chef Taylor.
Yes. So it's like I tell everybody, you know, some days are a struggle for me, but you know, I can't afford to stop. You know, I got to keep going because time is moving. You know, he's got to keep moving. And I mean, sometimes I have to literally take myself by the head and pull myself out of the bed because I'm just that exhausted because I'm living, I'm working for my restaurant, and then I have my children. You know, they need me as well. You know, so it's a lot. I mean, it is a lot, but it's worth it. You know.
So let's get into. You have the restaurant. You have gone through so much already in life, and then 2020 comes, and you and your husband and your family made a decision to become ground zero of making sure people were fed every single week. And I know Bunny Ware, she was like, Mia, look, Taylor, like, I cannot say enough, because that's actually how I got connected to you. And she was like, Mia, there's breakfast going out, like just meals upon meals upon meals. Take me through. Obviously, in 2020, everyone's concerned about their business, about their employees, about their health, so many things, right? How can you do these things and still be within COVID guidelines and city guidelines? Take me into March and how you pivoted to be that place to be accessible for meals and the community, Taylor.
Well, COVID hit and it just like knocked a lot of us off our feet. And I mean, for me, just opening our doors in December, it really knocked us. But it's one principle that I can always hear the voice of my grandma always say: I don't care what you go through, always remember to give. And that's what that stuck with me. And me and my husband, we sat down, and kids are very sensitive to both of us. And we was like, okay, we got to do something, with kids not in school. A lot of kids rely on meals from school, breakfast and lunch, and my heart just went out. I was like, okay, we got to do something. Let's try to find a way. Let's see what we can do. I said, regardless if we get the help to start this, we're going to do it anyway, and he's like, okay, let's go with it. And we did it, every Saturday for 6 weeks. It might be more than that, but between 6 to 8 weeks, we did it. And we had in-laws. Out of all of my vendors, in-laws was the only one that stood with us. And our supportive customers, would come and give donations towards us doing this. But as far as the vendors, I mean, in-laws, the eggs, the butter. I mean, whatever I need, grits. I mean, they were there. All of my other vendors were like, well, it's COVID. We really can't afford to do it, and yada, yada, yada. And I was like, okay, cool. But I remember this principle. And let me tell you, that principle still have me open today. And I did not have to close my restaurant one day due to COVID. I had to restructure. Yes, I did. I had to adjust my menu. I did. I had to adjust my hours. I might have had to lay off a couple of employees, but two chefs did not have to close. And that is truly a blessing. It is truly a blessing.
So let's go into, Taylor, the realities of being a restaurant owner right now. Like, what do people, because obviously everyone's having the conversations about eating local and figuring out ways that you can, go and make a purchase, do curbside pickup, whatever works for you and your family right now. Let's talk about the realities for restaurant owners and what 2021 is going to look like for your business and how critical our support of your businesses are at this time.
Well, I'm praying 2021 will be a great year. I really am. Just kind of like, I'm like walking blind faith right now, and that's a good thing. But here at Two Chefs, we're here. You can come, you can order Grubhub, Uber Eats, and we have we took the website down, but you can also go on Facebook, and we have our menu up there. As far as the restaurants, it's very, very, it's up and down. We have our good days and we have our bad days. And I don't want to, let me rephrase that. We have our highs and our lows. I don't want to use the term bad, because at the end of the day, we're grateful. But we have our highs and our lows. I mean, and for them, each customer to come through that door is an honor, because they could have went someplace else. And we go out our way. We go above and beyond to satisfy our customer. Even though I understand that we cannot meet everyone's expectations, but we're going to try our very best to do that. And with that being said, if we have an unsatisfied customer, we do what we can to satisfy. And I mean, even to the point of giving a refund. A lot of people frown upon me on doing that, but I don't want a person to feel robbed. I don't want to rob them of their experience. And they may not want to order anything else off the menu because of that experience, but I don't want to just force them. So I want you, even though you may leave to chef and say, okay, well, you know what, it wasn't good, or you may bad mouth us, or whatever the case is. But at the end of the day, we fixed that experience, whether that was to give you something else or give you extra, or even to the point of giving you your money back. But we gonna try our best to meet those expectations, and we want you to have a great experience when you come to Two Chefs.
All right, so let's make everybody hungry, like Kizzy did earlier with Fresh Off the Dock, because you are rolling out holiday catering, and they can still order up until Monday, correct? Monday.
Correct.
Still have meals and everything catered and ready to go by Christmas. Make us hungry, please, with what you're serving up. As you can see, the comments coming in too. Amazing service to the community. Thank you so much to you, Chef Taylor. All right, make us all hungry, because it is almost dinner time and they can come see you. Drop your address, please, where they can come visit you on MLK, please.
We're here on MLK 2007 MLK Boulevard, right across the street from Cricket, between 36th and 37th. We at the block of 36. So if you get to 37th Street, you done passed us. That's coming from downtown Savannah, not coming from Southside. We on your left on the block of 36. You have to pass 37 to get to us. But yes, menu wise, we don't have a set menu for that we doing ABC. They call and they be like, okay, this is what we want. Like, we got a guy, we cooking their whole meal for them. He want seafood stuffing, he want cornbread stuffing, he want oxtails, he want collard greens. And we cook here. We don't put meat in our vegetables, and our vegetables are fresh. We prepare everything from scratch, so there's nothing
for
canned.
people to hear that you don't do meat. So for people who are vegan, because people are, especially for the vegan crowd, they're like, well, I really want veggies and I want good veggies, but if they have meat, boom, you just offered an amazing solution there. And they're fresh, which is also really good for your health. Keep going. I'm sorry, Chef Taylor.
That's okay. So, but he wanted neck bones in his greens, and and I was like, okay, I cook however you want it. We just don't put no limitations on it. We do pies, which I call my granny pies, which I haven't really been doing too much baking, because I'm so caught up in the savory side. So I have Chef Ish. He'll take over that point for me. And my husband do a famous peach cobbler from scratch. He makes his own crust.
Yeah.
So he does that part as well. But turkey wings, they calling about everything. And I'm like, okay, this is what the cost is. This is what we do. You call me and create your menu. We're not going to give you a menu.
I love that. What's the phone number so they can call you, Chef Taylor?
912-349-7435.
Okay. Did y'all hear that one more time? Give it to them one more time, please.
912-349-7435.
Okay. And what are you serving up at the restaurant this evening?
Today what we have is our special added to the menu is the hibachi. We have the chicken, the beef, and the shrimp with the zucchini and the broccoli and the fried rice. And we also have my grandmother's recipes that I carry on daily, which is the turkey wings, smothered the fried pork chop, smothered the fried or sauteed shrimps. We do fried chicken wings. That's the only part of the chicken that we do. And my husband has a Curtis burger, which is a 13-ounce patty, all beef hamburger, and we have a Curtis Jr. The sides that we have is macaroni, collard greens, lima beans, string beans, and corn. And we have cornbread that goes out with every meal. And we also have what we call a house punch. It's a mumbo punch. It's a punch that my grandmother used to use. And for every occasion that she did, it is an excellent punch. Everybody love it. They come sometimes, they want to purchase 2-3 cups. They want me to stop at selling them by the gallon, and I am.
I think, you need to do a gallon. Do the gallon.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah,
I am.
for sure.
I was going to do it, Mia, this year, but, COVID kind of shifted a lot, so I had to be careful with inventory, and play it smart, So for 2021, I think I'm going to gear more over there, just like my recipes. My recipe book will be coming out in 2021. Geechee Gullah, like I was telling you, my grandmother's from Pinpoint, so a lot of that is coming out. Also, we got the Kwanzaa crawl that's happening here on December the 29th from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. And I'm excited about that because that's the holiday. That's Kwanzaa is what me and my family celebrate. So I'm very excited about that. I haven't come up with a menu for that as of yet, but trust me, I'm working. I'm trying to figure something out, something very fantastic, something that that we don't eat on the regular, but it would just enlighten your taste buds. So I'm working on that.
You also
Also,
have your give. What are you doing after? You're doing something post
the
Christmas. Tell
holiday,
everybody about that. Yeah,
right? The
yeah.
holiday gift bag. Normally we do breakfast, but we're not going to do breakfast this time. That's on December the 26th, actually the day after Christmas. We're going to be here at the restaurant, and we're going to do a lunch gift bag. My husband's thinking about some chicken tenders. I'm thinking about some hibachi. We kind of like all over. It might be a little mixture of something up in there, but I got to give. I cannot let the year go back out, leave without me giving back. I have to give back because that principle works for me and my family. So I got to continue that.
So at the restaurant, lunchtime, you're going to kick that off. What time do you think on the 26th again, Taylor?
From 11 to 2.
2. Got it. And it's all over your social, which so if people aren't following you, they can follow one at Taylor Washington, easy peasy, and you share everything directly there, but also Two Chefs Southern Kitchen.
Correct.
And find them on Instagram. Talk to me about for your husband and you when it comes to decision making with the restaurant and what you partner with or what you give to. And obviously you're always so supportive of our community and social justice. Talk to me about the conversations you have about the values of your restaurant, Chef Taylor.
So the values we have at our restaurants, me and my husband, we sit down and, integrity is number one in character. And, people might not remember the food, but they will remember you. And that is very important. And the front house has to always be on point. Love, caring, respect, integrity, and character. And that is very important. And me and my husband, we actually pushes that a lot. Because here is family orientated. My kids are here. Like right now, my two oldest girl is up front working, and I have my two little ones, but they're not little. My son 11 and my daughter, she's 13, but they here, they helps out. And then I have my staff in the kitchen, which is chef ish, and my pot washer. But they listen to the values and they honor them just as well as we do, and we enforces them because your food can be good, but if your service is horrible, people won't come back. You know what I'm saying? They don't care how good your food is, but if your service is horrible, they not coming back. And I maintain because I'm always in the back, very rarely up front. If you catch me up front, it's a good day. But most of the time I'm in the back. And I have to make sure I tell my kids all the time, all right, you stay respectful, stay humble. If it's something that's difficult, you know, come in the back and get me or your dad and we'll handle it from there. So values is very important. You got to have them, especially grounded. Two chefs is something that we look forward to expanding. This is just the foundation right here. Um, we have people calling us all the time about franchising, and that's just something that I'm not really ready to indulge in right now. Maybe next year, because we got the event center coming up as well. So we got our hands in so much that we kind of like in February of this year, we was kind of like branching off. I mean, it was like very, very powerful. And then COVID came and just like, wait a minute, what you think you're doing? That ain't about to work. So I'm excited about Kings and Queens Event Center, and that's powered by us, two chefs. And I think that, it's a 17,000 square feet building, and you can have
That's
weddings and
huge.
parties. Yeah, it's very
Huge.
huge, very huge.
Yeah.
And I'm excited about it, because our grand opening, we doing the Great Gatsby theme, and it's gonna be really, really nice. We taking it to the high
And look
level.
at all of our invitations, correct, Chef Taylor?
Yes,
Yeah,
you're gonna be
and
like,
I'm right
you're gonna
across
be
the
like,
street.
yes, I'm gonna
And
make
I'm
sure
right
y'all know
across the
about it.
street.
Yes, yes, I'm excited, and I'm honored to be here today. to even talk about it, and just honored that you even invited me, Mia, and I really appreciate that.
Oh, listen, I love both of y'all, and it is because this will be the last live before we go into Christmas and go into Kwanzaa and go into 2021. I was like, I get the ladies I love who prepare amazing. You feed souls, you feed the community. Your food delights people's bellies. So it is an honor to hold this space with you. I do want to. I've got so many questions. So we'll see how many I can take on here. But let's talk about from as two Black women who are in business, the realities of funding or, properly building your businesses financially. Chef Taylor, you talked about some of the legalities that you ran into at one point with one location. What are some of the things that you could pass on to other business owners who are watching or other people who want to step into this restaurant space so that they can feel confident seeing you both live through this journey, that they could take some of those things that y'all have been through and apply them to their own journey?
Well, I'm gonna be honest with you, Mia. Even on this journey, even being here, even during COVID, my restaurant did not partake or was eligible for any loans that the government gave or the CARE Acts here in Savannah. They denied us. But I'm a true believer in faith. And I believe anything that you set your heart and your mind on, you can do it. You just have to stay away from negativity. I've been told so many times that this would not happen. This could not have happened. They told me everything that I had to do. Oh, you got to get a business plan, which I did. I had a business plan. Or you gonna have to have this amount of money, or you're not gonna. I had everything that would deter me. And I'm just going. These are the things that I operate on. And that's faith. Faith without works is dead. And you believe in yourself. If you believe in yourself and believe in the thing that you are trying to do, it shall come to pass. Sometimes it don't come when we want it, but it will come. I sat down, me and my husband, we figured out what we wanted to do. We wrote it down outside of our business plan. This is just our values, our plans, our goals, our expectations. Yes, we ran into challenges along the way, but we didn't give up. We had to keep moving. We had to keep fighting. And like I say, during the times of both restaurants came out of hard sweat and tears. Contracts shifted with my husband with his contracting business. And it was really, my husband used to actually sleep in here. And I'm not sure if y'all saw the photos, what the building looked like, and then what he did to it. He slept here many nights trying to get in here finished. And it was a struggle. But, I mean, because it's a struggle or because it's challenges, don't give up. Don't give up. Believe in the thing that you see. Believe in that, and if you continue to do that, it will come to pass. Don't give up, because I'm telling you, you'll abort it just like that. The minute you let doubt come in, you'll kill it. And if you let anybody, and I always tell people this, move in silence. Quit telling people your dreams and vision. Keep it to them. Keep it to yourself, because some people are dream killers and some people are dream catchers. You know what I mean when I say catchers? They take your vision and do what they want to do with it, because you're not in a position to do it.
Kissy's about to co-sign it. Kissy's over there sitting there quiet co-signing.
You have to,
You said
you
have
to.
If you know the story, I mean, and unfortunately, when you are a God-sent person, the good thing I learned is I'm glad we can't. You're gonna deal with your rats, okay?
There you go.
You're gonna deal with your rats. I call them rats, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And the good thing about it is you see it before the big, beautiful sunlight comes. So when you have those killers who gonna, the good thing about it, they can't say anything negative about you because you did something they didn't do. You gave them a chance. You helped them. Now,
That's
for
right.
them to turn around and try to just cut your throat, one thing about business, you don't step on nobody's toes. You keep dirt and you build and you connect and work together. Because I mean, from the nursing business to the seafood business, I mean, I have actually opened up business and turned keys with people. And
that's right.
they didn't, financially, they didn't have it. I did, but I worked with them. But when, and I say, now I see why you ain't in business, because you don't know how to run a business. Everybody want to think about the money. We don't. Joe and I, we don't think about the money. We think about the vision and how hard you got to work to get there. And we got our 3D glasses on now. So you see it. As soon as they come in, you fill them out, and before you know it, you will cut it off. It's because negativity is like cancer. You got to cut it off. And nobody know your story. Like, I tell anybody, I'm glad I'm still alive. I mean, I'm glad I still got my mind, because my brother was killed in front of me. Okay? So if I can get through that, I can get through anything.
Right.
And I just believe it. Just even if people are just ugly, and it's COVID, it's Christmas, and people still just nasty and negative and stuff like that. But what you do, you set them out full. You just walk away from it. You cut it off, and you just stick with your family and your husband and your children, and that's your family. And you just grow, and that's what it is. And I mean, I play chess. I throw a business with you, see how we can work together. And guess what? I'm gonna fill you out. And it's two things. A, I want to continue doing business with you. Or B, I ain't doing it no more.
Right. No in between.
People don't use. They say, "Oh, I got fired." They don't want to do it. No, you fire yourself. You cut yourself off with good people by being negative and evil and deceitful. And I'm gonna say this, and then I'm zipping it. And the reason why people don't get their blessings, because they so negative. And guess what? That's why you can't get your fruits of labor. And work and walk in silence. We young. So by the time, if you go hard the next 10 years, you want to be retired. But you can't play. You got to go hard in the paint. And I don't have time to be going out here buying no Gucci bags, taking no vacations. I ain't got time for none of that. I got time to build financially and set my goal to the future, because I'm a nurse, and one day we all gonna get old. We gonna die and we gonna get old. And you got to have your finance together so somebody can come in and take care of you, because the nursing homes are horrible. So that's just the way it goes. And you just got to continue doing what you got to do. And if us sisters can stick together, it'll be so beautiful.
Oh, it will be. It will be. You know, I don't rely on that. What I do is I embraces those who embrace me with love and charity and integrity and character. You know, because at the end of the day, you're gonna have a lot of people who just don't like you for whatever that reason is. But over here at Two Chefs, Taylor and Curtis control the thermostat. So you can come in here negative. I guarantee you, by the time you leave here, you'll be jolly. Because you're not gonna leave that here. We don't entertain the negative. Okay, we gonna give you some good sweet sugar. How about that?
Y'all, this whole show is a dose in hope and possibilities and overcoming and staying committed, which I think that theme of staying committed and keeping your faith, like I feel like you could go back and listen to every guest that has blessed people, and you will hear that theme, that chord over and over again, and the value of giving, because it's understanding that when you invest in other people, when you open your doors, and you say, look, I don't even know how any of this is going to play out, when you were talking about in-law Chef Taylor, and just knowing, okay, look, I could make sure that kids and moms and dads and people and elderly, everyone who need it, no matter who they were, what walk of life they were, because if you can go back in the timeline of the pictures and just look at what it meant to see blocks upon blocks upon blocks of people coming to make sure and knowing that they were safe and were going to be taken care of by Two Chefs Southern Kitchen. Same for you, Kizzy. You and Latasha, I can't speak highly enough of, and knowing the work that you two do to make sure that you take good care of others.
I mean, she was awesome. I mean, I don't know her. I mean, we just
She's another Holly Jolly.
I reached out to so many different individuals because I wanted to. You gave me some good advice. That's why I love you. And I said, this is my first time, and I really, instead of me writing a check and giving it a donation to church, everybody gonna do the right thing. So when I got a negative situation happen, I say I want to do this myself, and I did it myself. We saved so much of money. We saved actually what we normally give back. By doing it ourselves, we save so much of money. And I just saw it just make you want to help so many other people because on that park, it's so many people be hungry. And I was like, I just want to network and do positive and stick together and grow because that's the only way you're gonna get. I mean, it's beautiful, and I just love it. I mean, I say anytime I can't talk to you every day or see you every day because we all on missions. But I tell you what, we'll be doing champagne at the end because we gonna meet at the end, And anything that I can do, be there for her. She I just fell in love with her. I mean, it's like. You network, you clicked us together, and her personality is just so beautiful. And we all have similar backgrounds, black sheets and stuff like that. And it was just beautiful. I love her. I mean, she can call me 3 o'clock. If she called me 3 o'clock in the morning, I answer for her. I ain't gonna answer for everything.
But Tasha is a sweetheart. Tasha is definitely a sweetheart. I've known Tasha for quite some time. She comes here and she patronizes me just as well as I patronize her when she has something going on as well, But I love. I don't know. My grandmother just always told me. She said, "Baby, you never know who you entertaining. You don't know what angel you're entertaining. You don't know who that person is that you may come back and bless you, And I'm not doing it for a return." And I don't know if that makes sense. I'm not looking for if I give you a plate for you to come back and give me something. I just know it's like something in the spiritual realms that happens when you step outside of a difficult situation or a challenge and give, and give from a hard place, and that's normally me. I normally give from a hard place.
I will confirm that 100%. When your heart is the most broken, when you're the most broken, when you're crying before everybody else sees you, there goes the grace. There's grace. I say this because there are people who are watching and they will not spend Christmas with someone they love because of COVID or someone passing away or a parent or losing a child or losing a job. Or just the separation and the loneliness of not being with the people that they love, or the just wondering what's going to happen with their business. And it is in the darkest spaces that I find that often your heart will crack open so much more, so that you, without even thinking about it, like you said, Chef Taylor, will be able to rise to be a better person for other people. It's amazing, right? Because we're like, I think when things are good, and unfortunately we've talked about this too, people see on social, and that's like a small glimpse, right? But like, it takes a long, long time to crack through, like you were saying, one space to another space, to building the dream, to keeping that vision going over and over and over again, when you could have given up. Or you could have said, okay, well, I don't have all the funding that I need, so how am I going to do this? But you just kept going. And like you said, it's not easy. It's not easy.
And you get to the point where, you get weary. But, I do know in due time, and this is due time. I sit here and I look at my edifice and I be amazed, from the fruit of the labor, and I know a lot of it, the blessings come from me being the person that I am and giving. Don't do it. A lot of people, I mean, you have a lot of naysayers. She's doing it just to be seen. Trust me, that ain't that by far. I don't have to do that to be seen. It's really coming from the bottom of my heart. I mean, I have 10 children. I have 3 that's grown, but still rely on mom and daddy. Okay, but I have 7 little ones. The money that I take to invest to give, I can take and give it into them. But I give it. I give it away. I'm like, no, I'm gonna give back to my community. Because I do believe if you take care of your community will take care of you.
Absolutely.
And that's what I do. And I said I wanted to see the children. Hopefully I get to see them, but the parents was driving up in the cars and I asked them, how many do you need? And they were like, we need 5 or 6 or 7 plates. We don't question. People like, well, you don't know if they're giving it. That ain't my worries. Once I do my part, the rest rely on them. They got to answer that between them and their maker. I'm doing what I am charged to do. You say 7 plates, I'm gonna give you 7 plates. That's what we do. And I mean, we be out here, and I'm telling you, we feed hundreds, old, young. It doesn't matter. We don't turn no one away. We feed everyone. I can't turn you away if you come. I got to feed you. We have people coming here uh, the average day from 7 to 3. No, I'm sorry, from 7 to 6:30. I have at least 4 people coming here want something to eat, and some repeatedly. This is every day, And he was like, "Ma'am, I'm so hungry," and I was like, "Okay, sweetie, hold on 1 second. Go sit over there, and I'll bring it to you, okay?" And he said, "Okay." I had one guy came by last night. He came there one time. He was hungry, but he rolled back by here yesterday, and he had on a suit, a tie, and he was nice. Now, the first time when he came, you could tell he was homeless. And he said, "Ma'am, I just had to come back by. Where your husband at?" I said, "He's in the back." So I went and got my husband. He's like, "Man, I just want to tell you thank you. I was really down that day, and man, you really touched my heart just to give me some chicken and french fries." I mean, I'm getting emotional because
Take your time. Right. Right. Because you're seeing the transformation simply by believing and caring and opening your eyes and taking a moment to see
when
somebody.
you have experienced rock bottom, when you don't have anything, you don't have nothing but what you have in front of you. That's me, my husband, and my children. You don't even have family to help. How can I turn my back and know what that feels like? I can't. It hurts. So when they come here, I'm going to feed them. I'm going to feed them and I'm going to continue to give backs. I'm not going to put a time on it. It's whenever the Most High put it on me, I'm going to do it. And I'm gonna make a way out of it. Even if I told my husband, I don't care who don't help, we going to do it because I know it works for me. And then, it may be the smallest things. You look at some people looking for this miraculous thing to happen or hit the lotto or something. Just pay my light bill, you know, uh, my water bill, on my rent, stay open. Just keep my doors open. That's the most important thing to me. A roof over my head for me and my children. I don't need no bag of money, because that's coming is time. So my thing is this, I'm gonna always give me as long as breath in my body. I'm gonna always do it. As long as I'm here at Two Chefs, I'm gonna do it.
I feel so blessed. I feel like you talk about a show that rewatch this over and over and over and over and over again. And please share it. Please watch it from the beginning and hear these women's stories. So it's super duper important that I tell you how to support their businesses. And I tell you all of the events that they've got coming up here because we've got pop-ups tomorrow. We've got after Christmas lunches. I am going to start with you, Kizzy Taylor, then I'm going to bring it back to you for all your events and how to order everything and how to call. So Kizzy, tell them all the ways to find you, get fresh off the dock, directly delivered to them, catered, support you on Seafood Sundays on Hilton Head Island, all that good stuff for me, please.
Okay, once again, I'm going to start out with the telephone number, The telephone number is 843-304-2055. You can we have Facebook, you can text, you can call. We're on 37th catering. Headquarters is there. We deliver. We just Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We just deliver. We cook. We be in the place. You call us. Whatever we can do, if I can get out the sneak off and bring it to you, because I do that. Come in and like I said, we doing low country balls, we doing steam, we doing fried, we doing cooked, we just sticking straight to the seafood. And our specialty this Sunday will be our conch stew, and it's good because it's a twist with it.
Your pop-up tomorrow at Joe's Ice Cream Shop in Old Town Bluffton, starting from at 2:00 tomorrow, where they can catch.
The pop-up tomorrow, we will not be cooking. We will just be advertising, and we'll be doing a lot of holiday selling, helping other inventories, other vendors and everything. That's part of the give back. What we will be doing is putting the word out, helping them, and I'm on the board with the Holistic Chamber of Commerce. So that's just something that we set to the table in the board meeting, and that's what we're going to do. And that's giving everybody a chance and helping them sell, because a lot of people doing retail selling or whatnot. I just was like, because I know how it is when you go to cooking and seafood and stuff like that, you really don't have time to talk. You got to just keep working and moving and cooking and doing what you have to do. But we'll have our flyers out. We'll have our cards out. I'll let you know. I have my administrator, Ms. Judy Clark. She'll be out. We'll be taking orders. And also, we'll tell you about going to try other vendors out there. So that day is basically, I'm just taking my time to just come in and just help other small businesses who starting from the dirt and growing to do what they need to do. And then we partner up with a lot of other big businesses out in the low country. So it's real nice. It's going to be real beautiful. And it's for the kids, because it's going to be the Christmas and it's social distance too. So we watching how many people we're going to have out there, how many tables, 2 to 5, and it's going to be nice. It's going to be real nice. So I'm excited. It's going to be a little twist. And then the grand finale is Sunday. And after that, then we'll figure out how we want to start. And we do got a lot of different things going on the first of the year, and that'll be surprises. So that's what it is. It's just staying happy, staying, like she said, keep a roof over your head, do what you got to do, feed your kids. And as long as you live that simple life, and the biggest thing is Joe and I, we are Christians together. He get up in the morning time, he cut on the gospel music. I cut it on, so we work together. And that's just what it is. You got to have your king and queen, and you both have to see it the same way. Don't think about the money, think about the dream, do the vision board, keep walking. You get emotional, call. I get emotional. I want to call. And that's just all about it. It's just staying positive, and your vision. You know what you have to do to work hard. I've been doing it for 25 years. What I have didn't come overnight, so, and I ain't finished. So, and that's just what it is. I just believe in, even though people can be very vindictive and nasty and ugly, I just never changed my faith, my attitude. I still help everybody. Yeah. When you start saying no, see, I know who to help and who not to help. Now, I help the children. They come up, they want a job. Okay, let's give them a job. The old, good, loyal people, they old, they getting to be old seniors. They can't stand on their feet no longer. So we got to train the young people to do what they need to do. You can't deal with all the older people because they want to tell you how to run your business. And I'm like, I'm not going to let you run my business and I pay you a paycheck. That's just not how I go. And I just believe in just living life simple, and COVID has really, and I'm just fortunate. I thank God that during COVID we just still able to work, and just being simple and working to your dreams and working on your your retirement plan. That's what it's about. Retirement plan and setting wealth and doing what you got to do to take care of your children, because when your eyes close today or tomorrow, I don't care who they is. Ain't nobody going to take care of your kids like you going to take care of your kids. And that's just the way it goes.
Yes, and I know your daughter's like, Mama, I want to come hang out. So here's the deal. 843-304-2055 will get you in touch with Fresh Off the Dock Seafood. Chef Taylor, I'm going to turn it back over to you. Again, you are accepting holiday orders through this Monday. Drop the phone number, address, all the ways you deliver, and then all of the holiday events you have coming up, please.
Okay, Two Chef Southern. I am Chef Taylor. Sorry, I'm Chef Taylor of Two Chef Southern Kitchen here in Savannah, Georgia, on 2007 Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard, between the block of 36 and 37, but actual 36 block. White building with the chairs outside. You can order Uber Eats or Grubhub. We are a partner with those two for delivery. We're here from 7 in the morning to 6:30 in the evening, Tuesday through Friday. We are closed Saturday, Sundays, and Mondays. We do have some events coming up. The Kwanzaa Crawl, that would be December the 29th from 6 to 8. But we will be open for business that day, but we will extend it for the Kwanzaa Crawl. Also, we have the holiday gift bag, which is December the 26th, and I'm so excited about it, from 11 to 2. That's going to be our lunch gift bag. Catering, as far as from us to you, if you need us to cook your dinner, our orders, last day is on Monday. You can put your orders in. Then we don't have a particular menu for you. You call us and you tell us what you want for your holiday dinner, and we'll tell you what the cost is. We're not doing no creative things. I really don't even have time to do it. But you just call me and my husband if I'm not here, or Chef Ish, and tell them what you would like to have. And
you get what you want. There you go. You get exactly what you want.
You get what you want.
You get the menu that you want.
We specialize in all. But then there's also one thing that I forgot to mention. We also started here at Two Chefs on Friday. We do seafood, boiled seafood here. Again, like I said, my grandmother's a native of Pinpoint, so my grandmother retired from the crab factory down there in Pinpoint, which is now the museum. My grandmother pictures is in the museum as well. I was actually able to go down there and take pictures and made a video that's coming soon too, with my recipes. Me and my Quan, we got to get together, my Quan Green, so I can finish it up. But I'm excited about it as well. Yeah. So on Fridays from 1:30 to 6:30, we sell seafood. We're doing and I have my own homemade lemon garlic butter that I make from off of my grandmother's recipe. And we have a honey sweet heat, and we also have them bottled up here as well if you just want to come and purchase. And there has been a very hot sale. I mean, you can't keep them on the counter; they go. But those are the things that we're having here at Two Chef for the conclusion of the end of this year. If anything pop up or something I'd be led to do anything, I will post it and I will let Mia know.
Y'all have made me so hungry. Y'all have no idea right now. I'm just like, It's ready to cook stew and listen, your own lemon boil butter. I'm just like, okay, I'm ready. Y'all know every Thursday I do Good News on G100 with Bunny Ware. I owe it again. A huge thank you to Bunny for connecting you and I, Taylor. And really just, she was out there making sure that your story was told and making sure that everyone knew and heard about the name of Chef Taylor Washington. I do want to acknowledge, if you are in need of holiday gifts, I'm going to try to go through a quick list here. At Kingdom Life this Saturday, they are going to be doing a distribution from about 10 a.m. to noon, 1,000 bags of groceries, also a toy giveaway. You've got Savannah Feed the Hungry. They've got their dinners that are coming up in addition to their toy giveaways as well. Shelter from the Rain, they are wrapping up their Christmas fundraiser this week that's dedicated to making sure that single moms and their kids have support, not just during Christmas time, but also all year round. You've got Blessings in a Book Bag. They've got their huge toy drive that's happening all over town right now. The Stuff a Trolley, a lot of things that you can join in on that. The League of Brawn, they've been busy. Salvation Army, they've been working to rescue Christmas. You've got people on the Bluffton side that have been working very hard. I do want to acknowledge there are going to be lots of pop-ups in Bluffton. As you heard Kissy say here, there's going to be another pop-up in Starlandia this weekend for you to support local makers. Do not forget, early voting is underway. Shout out to everyone who stood in the rain today to early vote. And those early voting locations are going to be open for you through December 31st. And then, of course, the Georgia Senate runoffs coming on January 5th. So you can either vote early, absentee, or in person. As all of our messages and DMs say right now, do you have a voting plan? Because I know everybody's getting the same text. Do you have a voting plan? Over in this household, and I am going to speak for everybody on the screen, everybody has a voting plan. So make sure y'all get out there and vote, take good care of each other, love each other. Again, happy holidays, happy Hanukkah, almost Merry Christmas, almost happy Kwanzaa. You heard the Kwanzaa cross going down across our area as well. Ladies, stand by. Don't go anywhere. Everybody else, love you, love you, love you. I will see you in 2021. The next show is dedicated to getting your money right in 2021. So as you heard Chef Taylor talk about business and funding and financial planning, and then as you heard Kissy talk about having your retirement plan together, I'm going to have a financial planner sitting down with you to walk you through getting to where you want to be with your money. If it's paying off debt, restructuring your business, whatever your goals are, we are going to take that on January 6th. So January 6th, 4 p.m., we'll be right here together. You'll all get rich and wealthy and do good things. You'll give back. It'll be a happy time. And I love y'all. So on behalf of my entire household, my husband, the Mance Law Firm, Mia Talks, thank y'all for your support, because without you, none of this is possible. Also, David Pence Allstate Insurance team, from the very beginning, David believed in every single guest and person and every single story. He's so proud, Chef Taylor, so proud, Kissy, to be able to be a part of sharing your work and the life-changing work that you're doing in our community. David Pence is always up to something good. Him, Angela, Tammy, on behalf of them and their entire families, on behalf of Fresh Off the Dock Seafood Jaw and Mia Talks, anything that you ever missed, any of the past guests, including this show, please share it directly off of Facebook. Share it with someone who needs to hear it, but you can also relive every single talk anytime. www.miatalks.com. I love y'all. Ladies, stand by. Don't go anywhere.
Okay. All right.